Hello, I'm Marcus. I'm a painter and sculptor working in a variety of different media. Today we're going to create some art objects using different kinds of metal decorated with acrylic markers. We're going to create flowers made from aluminium cans, a fish-shaped piggy bank, and a flask with a lighthouse design. Other services and inspirations can be found on our website and YouTube channel. The links are in the description. As always, if you like our video, make sure to hit the like button and follow us for other tips and tricks. When painting on a metal surface, it's important to keep in mind that metal doesn't absorb the paint in the way that paper does. After it dries, the paint stays semi-permanent but can be easily removed by scratching it off or applying water. To avoid having to take extra care when cleaning your artworks, you can apply a layer of coating on them once the design is finished. We can turn this property of metal to our advantage as well. Since the paint doesn't dry so fast, the markers can blend the colours very well on metal. I'm going to upcycle this aluminium can so that we can make a range of colourfully decorated flowers. So we're going to use this cutter to cut the top of the can off. You don't need to use a long blade, just a short one there because that's much safer. Also, be careful of the edges of the can because they are also quite sharp, so look out for your fingers and hands. As you can see, it rolls into a cylinder. I'm going to roll it the other way so that it flattens out and makes it easier to draw on. We now have a nice sheet of aluminium. We're going to make 2 flower heads from this. The great thing about aluminium is it's plentiful, it's very light, it doesn't rust. After blending, you might need to clean the tip of the pen, just use it on paper a little bit. We're going to let it dry from 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to apply a little more detail into the center of the flower here. I've made some other flower heads here, some from the bottom of the can. Now I'm going to make the stem of the flower from steel wire. I'm using a screw here because it'll go through the soft aluminium, but you can also use drawing pins, a nail. I'm just going to wrap wire around there and take it off. Thread the wire through the hole and press it down. Now we have the flower on a stem, but I'm going to add one more thing here, and it's a leaf. You can scratch into the surface when it's dry and create another pattern. You can keep the flowers like this, but if you want to put them outside and make them waterproof, you can apply this clear coat gloss. This will make the colours waterproof and also make them shiny as well. Okay, so we're going to upcycle this tin can into a piggy bank, but we're going to make it into a fish. I'm going to use these coins as scales. We're going to use a can opener just to open a little space so we can slip the coins in. I'm using my pliers to flatten the serrated edge. I'm going to put on a wire construction where we're going to attach the tail later. And then you twist it round here. Let's go to the head. We're going to attach this to the main body with some heavy-duty tape. When the bank's full, you can just cut around there and the head will come off. I'm going to use the biggest marker, 15mm, to cover these coins in blue and green. These can dry for 10 to 15 minutes to be on the safe side, and while we wait for the coins to dry, we're going to cut out the shape of the tail from this piece of aluminium. Going to put it aside for the moment. I'm going to wait for the white to dry. It's going to take about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll apply a final black layer. Now we're going to apply the coins to the body of the fish, and we're going to stick them on with a glue gun. Sand down very slightly the surface of the tin so that the glue will bite into it. We're going to fit the tail to the end of the wire with just one staple. There we go. Here we have a flask. This is made of stainless steel, so it's rust-free. For the main body of the lighthouse, I'm going to separate the colors from each other. I'm going to use masking tape there. As you can see, one layer of color is not going to be enough. I'm going to let it dry for 15 minutes and then put another layer on top. If you want to speed up the progress, you can use a hairdryer. We're going to put red on next, and that can be done in one coat. Now I'm going to put in the yellow of the lamps. I'm going to be using this flask regularly, and I want the design to stay on the surface. You can use the Schneider Paint It Clear Coat Gloss over the top, and it'll remain shiny and it'll keep the design in place. We've covered the most common types of metal, but there's a lot more to learn, so check our website for even more information. If you like our video, make sure to hit the like button and follow us on YouTube and on our social media channels.